Welcome back to The Way of the Viking. This is module number 6, The Harsh Reality. This module tackles one of the most controversial yet liberating truths of the CDP ecosystem. Life is not equal. While every human has equal intrinsic value, as covered in module 3, there's a piece of God in everybody, talk to that part. Their output, contribution and rank are not equal. This chapter is about ending the delusion of participation trophies and embracing a lifestyle of meritocracy. When you stop pretending everyone is at the same level, you can finally see the gap between where you are and where the elites stand and start doing the work to get closer. What you will learn in this module. Number 1, the meritocracy principle. Why respect and status must be earned through action and not demanded by right. The trap of comparison. How to use inequality of others' success as a fuel for your own growth rather than a source of envy. Hierarchy of value. Identifying the A players in your life and understanding why you must upgrade your own value to stay in their circle. Why would somebody have you around when you're not bringing something to the table? Why should you sit around my table if you're not bringing anything here? If you're not learning, if you're not adapting. Think about this. All right, let's dig in. Chapter number 6. There is no equality. This is the harsh reality. There is no equality. In Viking society, equality was never the goal. There were kings, warriors, slaves, and farmers, and each person had a role, and their value was measured by their strength, skill, and contribution. The Vikings understood that life wasn't fair, and they thrived by embracing their unique strengths rather than pretending everybody was the same. In the modern world, we're often told that everyone is equal, but the truth is, people aren't the same. Everyone has different abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. Some are born into wealth, others into poverty. Some are gifted with intelligence, others with physical talent. Equality is a nice idea, but in practice, it doesn't exist. The Viking mentality teaches us to accept this reality and use it to our advantage. It's yin and yang, same with women, especially. This is why there's pictures of me and my wife here, because there is no equality. There is a difference between being a man and a woman. Being short and tall, and strong and weak, and smart and not smart. There is a difference. Accept it. It's the reality of the situation. And if you can't accept it, then you're living in a delusion. Pretty fucking simple. One of the most empowering things you can do is to stop comparing yourself to others. The Viking mentality didn't place value on trying to be like everyone else. Instead, they celebrated their individuality. Whether they were fierce warriors or skilled blacksmiths, each had a role to play, and they excelled in their own way. In your life, embracing your uniqueness is key to thriving. You weren't meant to be like anyone else. Instead of wasting energy trying to fit in society's mold, focus on developing your own strength. You have a unique combination of skills, experience, and perspectives that nobody else has. Totally unique. Only you. Only me. When you focus on honing your gifts, you stop worrying about fairness and start carving your own path. Unearned privilege is an illusion. In Viking culture, respect was earned through battle, hard work, and loyalty. There was no room for entitlement. Even the sons of kings had to prove their worth on battlefield. In today's society, many people are handed opportunities or privileges, but those who succeed are the ones who make the most of what they're given. You're born with a silver spoon. Whatever you have been given, if you make the most of it, you've done what you can. And that's all anybody can ask for you. It's not unfair that you were born into more money or more health or a better body. What you do with what you have is all that counts. And just because someone seems to have a more doesn't mean they'll win in the end. Unearned privilege can disappear in an instant if it's not backed by resilience, skill, and effort. While others may start ahead of you, it's your commitment to growth and strength that will ultimately determine your success. You have people from school when you were younger, or people in life, they were giving businesses by their parents or whatever. They fail or they burn the money. They don't know how to do it because they didn't have the experience. They didn't understand these simple concepts. To me, simple. people are raised with this participation trophy mindset today, and that this should be fair and equal and all these things, but life is not equal. And if somebody told you that you should be treated fairly and all these things, it's a fucking nice idea, but the reality of the situation is it's not going to happen out here. In your home, in your protective area with your little family, yeah, maybe, but the real world doesn't accept this. The real world doesn't conform to weakness. The Vikings lived in a brutal world where only the strong survived. They didn't expect handouts or fairness. They fought for everything they had. While we live in a different time, the principle remains the same. Life is a battlefield. Every day, you have to be willing to fight for what you want, knowing that nothing will be handed to you. Success in life comes to those who embrace this mindset. Instead of resenting others for their advantages, channel that energy into becoming stronger, more skilled, and more prepared. The battlefield of life doesn't care about fairness. It rewards those who fight hardest and smartest. Better learn by sweat than by blood. If I have something, an issue that I can't figure out myself, I find a mentor. Somebody who's done it. If I want to learn how to drive a car and I don't have a drive, I go to driving school. If I want to learn how to deal with trauma, I go to somebody who has dealt with trauma. And let's talk about the myth of equal outcomes. Today, there is a widespread belief that everyone should have equal outcome. But this goes against the natural order of things. Just as the Vikings understood that some were destined for greatness while others served in supporting roles, we must accept that different people will achieve different levels of success. Now, for example, you have Madonna or Justin Bieber or any of these celebrities. You have, the singer of a band. This is person that is aimed for greatness, for example. Could be the drummer also, but most likely it's like the singer is the front figure, the guy in the front. And you have backup dancers, and you have one leader, you have the king, and there's always a hierarchy in life. Trying to create equal outcomes for everyone is not only unrealistic, but also harmful. It discourages personal responsibility and growth. And this, I think, we can see a lot today in the world. The Viking mentality reminds us that we are not all destined for the same path, but each of us can find glory in our own journey. When you accept that life isn't about equality, but about mastery and excellence, you become unstoppable. In Viking culture, brotherhood and community were essential, but this didn't mean everyone was equal. Each person had different strengths that contributed to the greater good. Warriors didn't envy the blacksmith, and the blacksmith didn't envy the farmer. They each played their role with pride and respect, and so should you. Whether you are taking care of people in a hospital, or you're building somebody's house, or you are mentoring people, or teaching people, or writing books, whatever you're doing, do it with pride and respect. And that will change everything for you. Whether you're cleaning tables or serving coffee, how you do the small things is how you do everything. And we're going to keep coming back to this all the time. In your life, surround yourself with people who recognize that everyone brings something different to the table. True brotherhood is built not on competition, but on mutual respect and shared values. That's why we're here, sharing the values. I'm sharing my values. This book, these are my values. These are the rules I live by, or try to live by, each and every day. When you stop comparing yourself to others and focus on your own growth, you contribute to a stronger community where each person shines in their own way. Strength lies in difference. There is no such thing as equality in the Viking world or in life. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you will find your power. Life isn't about leveling the playing field. It's about rising to the top through your unique strengths. Embrace the fact that you are different from everyone else and use that to your advantage. You weren't born to be equal. You were born to be great. The mission: to pass this module, you must face the facts of your current rank and report them in the comments. Don't be shy. There is nothing wrong with being a blacksmith or being whatever. 1. The contribution audit. In your current professional or family circle, are you a net giver or a net taker? If everyone in your team or home worked exactly as hard as you did today, would the village prosper or starve? And be blunt. Name one area where you're currently coasting, riding along on the efforts of others, the banana peel that and how you will change that tomorrow. Tell me how you will change. Number 2, the skill gap. Identify one person in your field who is significantly better than you. Instead of looking for excuses for their success, luck, money, connections, they were raised this, they had the mother, I didn't have a father, I didn't have this, he had this. List 3 specific skills or habits they possess that you do not. Maybe this person is a master at communication or training or whatever. Drop it down, admit it, take responsibility. What is the harsh reality of why they are ahead of you? Why is this person better than you? Name the specific skill you will begin mastering to close the gap, perhaps becoming a warrior. The status check. Status in the Viking world was tied to the ability to protect and provide. If a crisis hit your circle tonight, are you the person people would look for a solution? Or are you the one looking for someone else to save you? What is one dependency that you have, financial, emotional, or physical, that makes you a follower instead of a leader? And how will you start killing that dependency? Thank you for listening to Chapter 6. There is no equality and the harsh reality of the world. Module number 6. I will see you in module number 7.